I'm Chris Haskell. I am a traffic engineer.
I'm Amy Dean. I'm a drainage designer.
I am Joe Anderson. I'm the operation manager in MSD.
Savannah Thatcher, and I am a roadway engineer.
I'm Trent Thatcher. I'm a senior traffic engineer.
Dan Lombardi.
Allison Dennett. I am a transportation project manager.
Well, it was definitely the next step in my career. It's an opportunity to become, professional. PE is a professional engineer. So it's an opportunity to take on more responsibility and more opportunities.
So I always wanted to be an engineer. Back in 5th grade is actually when I decided I was going to be an engineer. I did decide I wasn't going to be a mechanical engineer at the time. And so once I completed college, the next step was to accomplish that dream was to become a PE or a professional engineer.
Went for it because I wanted to manage projects. I wanted to keep progressing and become a better engineer, keep bettering my craft, I guess.
I think I wanted the responsibility and part of having that. I think it gives me more options on projects and a wider range of things to work on and a wider range of places I can go with my career.
I think a PE helps an engineer become even better. It makes them more responsible. It makes them more conscientious of their designs, and also helps them think more about the greater good of what they're doing.
In our profession, getting that license is important. I think if you want to be a practicing professional in our field, you have to be. You kind of have to be licensed. So I think that was just a natural step for us, or for me in my career, just to move forward, I guess.
It was a dream. It was honestly what a lot of people told me I couldn't obtain. And I wanted to prove them wrong. I wanted to prove what I was capable of.
Love sharing experiences with EITs and helping them to develop.
What I like about being an engineer in general is the problem solving. Now as a PE, that takes on some extra weight because you now have accepted additional responsibility by signing these plans. And so it really pushes you to not only solve the problem, but solve it in the best possible way, given various constraints.
Engineering, it's a great profession. It's especially, I'm a structural engineer. I like being able to see bridges and stuff that we've actually designed in real life. So I think the profession's good, and I think going for your PE just again furthers your career and lets you kind of go as far as you want to.
It's a privilege to be a professional engineer, and knowing that what I'm doing is helping benefit the community and the people that I work and live with. And it's always a source of pride as I go through and can see my designs in practice and helping the built environment.
It means I get to make a difference in the community around me. I love driving through projects that I've built, and I get to see and I get to share them with my family, and luckily my family is young enough they still think it's exciting.
I'd recommend getting as much experience as you can as an EIT. That helped me a lot on my PE exam, getting a range of experience with different engineers.
Take the test early. It's for those that are not engineers, it's about an 8-hour test that covers basically all topics in engineering, things that you learn from late high school, early college, all the way through to receiving your degree.
Do it. It's a good thing. It's a little bit extra responsibility, but it gives you a little more freedom also, and ability to grow in your company. It's something that employers really look for, and when they see the PE behind your name, you're a more likely candidate to get hired, to get advanced. So I would say if you're on the fence, do it.
I studied a lot to get my PE. I also learned a lot in work experience. I worked on a lot of design builds, which I felt like gave me a lot of quick and baptism by fire experience, you know, throw you in the deep end, give you experience really quickly.
It's always important to realize that when you get your license in something like a PE, that you become responsible for something. So it's not just a stamp you throw on something. It means there's the risk there is that it's your bridge or your roadway or your anything like that. So I think it's good to remember that a license isn't just like a stepping stone forward. It's also like a large responsibility, and so that's pretty important. So
young engineers, I think you should work towards it immediately and make that a goal. I don't think you would regret ever getting your PE.
Don't give up. It's really hard to get emotional. And well, emotions play a major part in the PE because nobody likes the test, nobody wants to take it. It's a horrible test that takes way too long and way too much time, and you feel like your education and your career did not lead you or prepare you for how those exams are written, but it's a requirement, it's a need, it's a necessary hurdle, and it's worth it.
First thing that comes to my mind, my favorite memory is when I found out I passed the PE exam. That was exciting because it was around Christmas time, so it was kind of an early Christmas gift for me. So that was really fun. I would say just working on projects. I love working with other professionals, so I'd say almost every day is a fun experience.
I like doing design build jobs, which are more fast paced, and that comes with risk, obviously, because everything's moving quickly, trying to solve problems quickly. But that is also like inherently fun. So it's nice as an engineer to work on those types of jobs. And
you get this email that says you have your results, and I was shaking, almost uncontrollable. I had to try like 3 or 4 times before I could open. I had failed previously, and it's always nerve-wracking to look, and I remember when I passed, I was beyond elated. We actually celebrate the day I found out every year as a family holiday.
Professional engineers are engineers that, again, are conscientious, look out for the safety and the welfare of the general public. And as I've worked in different states, you can see how each state wants to make sure that their constituents and residents are being looked after by professional engineers.
It really is an honor and a privilege to be able to put, the PE behind my name. I feel like it's a responsibility I have to do a good job.